All right, today we're gonna make pan-fried tilapia with stir-fried vegetables. I'm gonna keep this as simple as I possibly can. I'm gonna show you the utensils and supplies that we need and the ingredients. First, I'll start with the utensils. You'll need a medium to large size saucepan uh, for 1 to 2 servings. A spatula is best for this particular thing, so you can flip the fish, and you can also use it to stir the vegetables just as well as a spoon. And as far as ingredients, we will need salt, pepper, some vegetable oil, lemon pepper seasoning, some breadcrumbs. I'm using a little local organic honey, and you will need a small piece of wax paper to put the breadcrumbs on. All right, so let's get started. The first thing that you're going to want to do is turn the appropriate burner on to about medium high. I don't know if you have numbers or what, but 7, if you have numbers, is a good place to start. You want to heat the pan for a good 2 or 3 minutes before introducing about 2 tablespoons of oil. I use a little bit more than necessary just to keep things kind of even, frying evenly in the pan. Okay, so on this show, I'm not gonna try to reinvent the wheel. There are plenty of things that are very healthy for you, nutritious, that you can get that are prepackaged or pre-prepared, such as frozen vegetables, frozen fish fillets in bulk packages. And the beauty of these things is that they're already frozen, you keep them frozen, and you portion them out as needed. So that's really handy. All right, so our oil should be heated pretty well. I'm going to portion out enough vegetables for myself, and they have a lot of these frozen type vegetable medleys. Just be mindful of the sodium content. I try to stay away from the entrees. I buy vegetables and whatnot that are flash frozen. Generally speaking, I try to stay under 5%. But a lot of the times, 15% sodium is pretty good. These vegetables that I'm stir frying today, are actually 1% sodium, which is really good, and it allows you to add salt to taste, which I'm not very liberal with salt. It's not good for you in a lot of ways. Excess salt is not good for you in a lot of ways. So these vegetables will cook in approximately 10 minutes. And continually stir them. Ideally, you would like to have this covered so that the oil and moisture from the vegetables do not cook off as fast. But as I do not have a lid for this size pan, I'm working with what I've got. So. All right, so to prepare your fish, you're gonna cut it open. the package, the individual package. These come packages of about 2 pounds, and each one is individually wrapped, so that's very handy. And I'm using just some local organic honey to coat it, and I'm gonna coat it on both sides really well, and then drop it into the breadcrumbs when I'm ready to fry it. Mix a little lemon pepper with the breadcrumbs just to give you a little twang. Now is a good time to salt and pepper your vegetables to taste. And as I said, these take about 10 minutes, so just stir them constantly. Adding the salt and pepper while you're cooking helps to infuse the flavor of the spices with the vegetables. Altogether, this meal should take about 20 minutes, maybe 30 if you have to wait for the fish to thaw. You can actually fry these fish fillets from frozen, and I don't know. It's about the same time, I guess, because the amount of time that it's going to take to thaw them in warm water and the amount of time it will take extra to cook them from frozen are about the same. The benefits of thawing before you thawing the fish fillet before you cook is that you get less spatter because of the water that's frozen around the fish fillet. Is when you thaw it, there's less of it. And oil and water don't like to play together. So. Okay, so I'll let that cook for a few more minutes. I'm really not flipping this thing to show off. I don't know how to do it very well to begin with, but secondly, it's actually I flip them just to get them to cook more evenly. Okay, so these vegetables should be nice and done. Okay, so once your pan's heated again after removing your vegetables, you want to add a little more oil. This time I'm not going to add so much. And then you want to take your honey-coated fish fillet, or fillets if you're making more than one, or feeding more than one person. Kind of just tamp it down in the breadcrumbs. And then I like to turn it opposite the second time because you've kind of used some of it up. Drag it around in it a little bit just to get it to stick. So you coat your fish really well with the breadcrumbs and lemon pepper mixture, and then straight to the pan. Now the fish from frozen takes about 3 minutes per side, so about 5 to 6 minutes frozen, and about 4 to 5 minutes thawed, depending on how you like your fish. The blackening is just the breadcrumbs and the pepper. It's going to blacken to some degree. This is not conventional frying. That should do it for the fish. Alright, and then just make a quick safety check to make sure all the burners and oven are off, and you're done. Again, cleaning up as you go along or immediately when you're done with each stage of cooking is a lot easier than cleaning up after you're done. It can be a little overwhelming. And I got this this little loaf of bread at a local grocery store for $1. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed this little episode, and I hope you visit again. Come learn how to cook with me. Bye.